So let's take a look at problem 17.59. Give the systematic names for the following structures and structures for the following names. So pause the video and see what you come up with. All right, let's look at 17.59a, 3-methyl pentamide. So we see that there's no N listed here, so we know that it's going to be a primary amide and that there's a methyl on the 3 position. So for the acid part, our C1 is always going to be the carbonyl. So 1, 2, 3, there's our methyl group. So 3-methyl pentamide, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 carbons in the longest chain that comes from the carboxylic acid. All right, and then 17.59b, N-phenyl acetamide. So I find it easier to work on the carboxylic acid part first. So acetamide, I know that that's going to be derived from acetic acid. So I'll have one carbon that is the carbonyl carbon, and then a methyl. So this comes from acetic acid. And then N-phenyl. So that means that there's an aromatic or benzene ring directly bonded to the nitrogen. There's one N, so only one carbon-containing substituent aside from the carbonyl. All right, so now we have a structure, and again, it's easiest for me to look at the part that comes from the acid first. So there's no R group, there's just an H, so that's from formic acid. And I have 2 methyl groups directly bonded to the amide nitrogen. So that's going to be NN dimethyl formamide. Okay, now let's look at this structure, and again, easiest for me to start with the carboxylic acid. So this carbonyl carbon, 1, 2, 3, so that's going to be propanoic acid. And then on my nitrogen, I have one hydrogen and another carbon-containing group. So it's a secondary amide, so I'm going to have one nitrogen. Just have to figure out what this alkyl group is. Well, there are 3 carbons, and it's bonded to the nitrogen through the middle carbon, so that means it's isopropyl. So N-isopropyl propanamide. If you got it right, give yourself a pat on the back.